This is the town of Whistler, one of the world's premier resort destinations. It hosts 3 million visitors every year, but thanks to the way that Whistler approaches housing its workers, it has 14,000 residents, which is nearly double that of Aspen. So how can Whistler house so many people while other resort towns struggle to house their workers and see their communities erode over time? Well, the answer may surprise you. So I'm right here between two housing developments that were financed by the federal government, which are making a really big difference in Whistler. Whistler is absolutely one of the engines of the economy in British Columbia. It's the most important tourist destination in our province and perhaps even in our country. It's responsible for 25% of the international tourism that BC sees. But one of the big challenges the economy has here is finding ways of housing people that work for companies here. And so there's a really important role for the federal government to work with nonprofits, great nonprofits like the Whistler Housing Authority, to work with municipalities, developers, and the provincial government to ensure that Whistler can continue to be the important part of our province and our country that it is. So there's a number of different funding programs that are operating here. The one behind me here and a number of other projects were funded through what's called the Apartment Construction Loan Program. What this program does is it provides low-cost financing for developers that are going to build below-market rentals. This program is about advancing the cost of borrowing that the federal government can access. And so from the developer's point of view, what you get access to is a very low-cost loan over long periods of amortization. And the type of units you need to build are 30% below market, which meets a really important need we have, particularly for middle-income Canadians that are right here. And we do have a couple other programs as well. We have the Affordable Housing Fund, which provides access to grants or financing for buildings where you can leverage another order of government funding. And then we also have the Reaching Home program, which is working with Zero Ceiling to provide supportive housing for different vulnerable groups in our society. Typically when you have people that are coming here on temporary foreign workers programs or the holiday working visa, which is a super popular one in Whistler, you see particularly a lot of people coming here from Commonwealth countries like Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom. When they go to work for a place like the Whistler Blackcomb, they're getting access to housing that's provided by their employer. So Whistler Blackcomb has a huge amount of employee housing, and some of the other big employers have that as well. Or if that employer doesn't have that, they're typically looking into the private market, so Craigslist or what have you, to be able to find access to housing. If you're a worker in Whistler, you can go to the Whistler Housing Authority. You need to actually be resident. You need to be working in Whistler, and then they have a list of folks that they work through to find housing in places like this that are newly constructed ones or part of their existing portfolio of housing that they have right across the Resort Municipality of Whistler. Without Whistler Housing Authority, the cost housing would be too much for people to work here, and we'd have issues like we have in Vail and Aspen, where it really erodes as a community because people that work in the community can't afford to live there. So you just have a very it's just tourists in the area, which really impacts the vibrancy of the community. And Whistler made a very conscious decision. They didn't want to go down that road. They set up the Whistler Housing Authority to be able to manage that. And now it has a huge portfolio, I think for almost 7,000 people in Whistler, so almost half the population, to ensure that they have access to housing they can afford here. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to share it with someone you think would find it interesting. It's word of mouth referrals just like that helps the channel grow and allows us to invest time into exploring the issues that the community grapples with. You'll see in the description below links to my social media, and I'm always available for a chat, so don't be shy to reach out either online or in person. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.